Hey everybody, this is Wylene Benson and here to share a little bit more about the benefits of gratitude. I'm just doing this little short mini series during the month of Thanksgiving, the month of November, to share some of the benefits of gratitude that I have found in my life, and hopefully you can apply some of these to your life. And the subject that I want to focus on today is forgiveness. Gratitude is a really great tool when you are needing to forgive somebody and or something, a situation. And we all know what it feels like, when we're in a situation where we've got this grudge, or we wish something hadn't happened, maybe we feel like a victim or whatever. It's really not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling to be in that space where we feel like we have had something done wrong to us, or that we need to forgive somebody for doing something that didn't really feel good, that maybe caused us some pain. What we really want to feel is peace and love and happiness and all of those things. But I know a lot of times those situations, those experiences that happen to us, or somebody, did something, quote, to us or whatever, that it's really hard to have those feelings of joy and peace and happiness and love towards those people unless we can find forgiveness. So I want to share with you, for me, kind of how gratitude fits into the picture of this. If you judge a situation as bad and like something that happened to you, where you were a victim of circumstance or something, then that is a feeling of being out of control. Like somebody did something to me, or this situation happened to me, and so we have a feeling of being out of control. The problem with feeling out of control is that you are out of control. You have no way to fix the situation. You can't stop it from happening in the future if you feel like you have no control. So there's two things that you can find in a situation, or with the way that somebody showed up for you. There's two things that you can find that will give you back your control. The first one is to find accountability. So if there was any part that you played in whatever that situation was, if there's any part that you played, anything that you did that maybe increased, the probability, or, caused a little bit more of a problem in that situation than needed to be, then you can take ownership. You can take accountability for that thing, that part that you played. And then the other thing is to find gratitude, because once you find gratitude in a situation, or gratitude for a person, if it's somebody that, that you felt wronged you, as soon as you find gratitude for it, it totally diffuses the energy. There's no more victim energy, because if I'm grateful for a situation, then it's like I'm really grateful that it happened. There's no victim situation there. I just all of a sudden have a good feeling about it. It's like this was a really great experience. And so finding accountability and finding gratitude are the two things that you can do that will actually diffuse that energy of feeling like a victim. The other thing that you can do in a situation is that you can look at it for the lessons that you can learn. So when a situation happens, many times, especially if you can find accountability and gratitude, then you can go back to the situation and look at it logically, like with facts, instead of what we perceived or whatever. We can actually just look at it honestly with facts, and we can say, well, if I did this differently next time, then this probably wouldn't happen. And sometimes we can make those changes that will create a different outcome next time. Sometimes we can't, but because other people do have their agency as well. But if you can learn a lesson, then double bonus. You found some accountability, you found some gratitude, and now you've actually learned a lesson too. So then that diffuses that energy of needing to forgive as well, of anger or whatever it is that you have in the moment. And then the fourth thing that I want to share with you is something that I call a mirror concept. And this is that other people can actually show up as mirrors for you, so that if you see something in another person that you don't like, you can actually look within yourself and say, why is that bugging me? It's probably bugging me because there's something in me that is similar to that kind of energy, or the way that that person's showing up. And since I can now see it in me, then that person becomes my teacher. And so I can feel gratitude for the person because they are my teacher. So I can feel gratitude for the experience because I used it as a lesson. And I can also see gratitude in the person because they showed up as a mirror for me. So for example, if somebody was being disrespectful to me and I was having a hard time forgiving that person, then I can say, okay, disrespect. I'm going to look within myself. Is there any place inside of me where I've been showing disrespect for myself, or I've been showing disrespect for other people? And if I can find that within myself, then that's like a blind spot that's opened up to me. And I can be super, super grateful for the person for showing that blind spot to me, for helping me to be able to understand that there was some energy of disrespect within myself. And so likely I attracted that disrespect to me, because that's the law of attraction, right? You're going to attract like energy. So I can change myself and start being more respectful. And so then I'm going to attract more respectful people to me. So that's another way that we can find gratitude, is when people act as a mirror for us. Instead of getting mad at them because they're being so annoying, we can look inside ourselves and say, why is that annoying me? It's annoying me because I have some of that too. Because we can see the things within others that we sometimes can't see within ourselves, but we won't recognize it. We won't see it unless we're familiar with it. So those are just a few things that I wanted to share with you about gratitude and how we can diffuse that energy that sometimes comes along with unforgiveness, with not forgiving people or unforgiving a situation that happened. If we can find gratitude in it, if we can find accountability in it, if we can learn a lesson, if we can see the person as a mirror for us, as a teacher for us, then even just one of those things could possibly be enough to allow yourself to forgive that situation. And sometimes the energy just completely goes away. That anger or whatever it is just completely goes away. And it's like, there's actually nothing to forgive. I actually feel totally fine towards that person now, or I feel totally fine towards that experience now. And that's, when we talk about, the scriptures talk about forgiving and never remembering again. That's what Christ says he will do, is that he will never remember it. When we can totally diffuse that energy with gratitude, then it's like you don't even remember it. Or if you do remember it, there's no negative energy whatsoever around it. So that's what I wanted to share with you today, and just invite you to kind of look within your own life and see where maybe you have some unforgiven situations or people, and check out those 4 things and see if maybe there's a way that you can change up that energy using gratitude and to find more peace and happiness in your life.